a terrific comedian. His podcast, The Smartest Man in the World, is available on iTunes. I'm talking like this.
I like when you do that. It turns me on.
This is how you talk if you're a British television presenter. Start off talking like this, and then finish off talking like this. Anyway, my next guest has a special, Greg Proops, live at Musso and Frank's. It's available on his website. That's a clue, because it's Greg Proops, everybody!
Hi, Fergie.
Hey, Proopsy, I haven't seen you for ages.
I know, mate. What's going on, man?
Well, you know, I'll tell you. I was going by the post office the other day, and I don't know if you got my tweet, but I was wearing my glasses that make me look a little bit like you, and I saw you outside the post office. It freaked me out.
Wow. You go to the one on
Fairfax, yeah.
Well, that's my post office, all right.
Yeah, well.
I hang out there in the daytime, you know, just asking people if they want to collect stuff and whatnot.
Do you send packages there or collect them?
I do both things. I send and collect packages.
Collecting packages in West Hollywood, it's something to do.
It's really, it's how I got this job.
You got this job?
I don't know. No one said it yet, but...
Well, I think the news is out. Anyway, look, it's good to see you.
It's nice to be here.
Well, listen, you've spent a lot of time in Britain, right?
I have.
Right. Have you noticed on the television that when the presenters, they go, and now they start talking like this, and then they finish up talking like this?
Always. I'm here in Afghanistan, and you'll find that the situation has become critical.
Yeah. What's the deal with that? Do they teach them that?
And then they always do that. And they mispronounce everything willfully. It goes, I'm here in Managua, Nicaragua. They go, oh, you're saying it right, and I always thought it wrong.
Right. That's what. But American broadcasters do that as well. They say, you know, they talk normally, and then they say, today in Nicaragua.
Yeah.
It's like, you don't speak Spanish, you just say Nicaragua, that's all.
Right.
Yeah.
They learned
you speak
one
Spanish?
word. I don't. My Spanish is terrible. I speak California Spanglish, which is no Spanish at all.
I don't know, it's something.
I can say, you know, I want Taco Bell, and...
There's no Spanish in that at all.
Well, I left the Spanish out to make it easier.
That seems fair. Look, so you go around and you do a lot of gigs in Europe, right?
I do.
You do gigs in... Now, you and Eddie Izzard do that all the time. And how do you do it? Because people don't speak English.
Well, but you're playing for people who do speak English mostly. And I was in Finland, and everyone speaks English there. So it's lucky because, I don't know if you've ever been to Finland, but they speak elf talk. Like the Hobbit, right? Like, I said, can you tell me how to say good evening? And the woman looked at me and went, that's one of the hardest things to teach someone. And I was like...
No one in Finland has mastered it yet.
Because, like, cheers was like... So when you... Every time you're talking to anybody, you feel like you're in a scene in The Hobbit, because they go... It's very Viking.
Yeah, it sounds fascinating. Iceland's the one I want to go to.
I've not been to Iceland.
Oh, I'm like, they've got a mayor, the mayor of Reykjavik, I think he's finished now, but John Nahr, his name is. Stand-up comedian. Yeah, I like that idea. Comedians becoming mayors. I'm going to go for LA.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Maybe you should start with something smaller, like, you know, the Beverly Grove or something.
All right, yeah. No,
start with like the Beverly Center.
Where are you from, San Francisco?
I am from San Francisco. No, I'm not. Thank you for asking.
No, you should...
It was a joke.
Yeah, well, is it, though, Greg? Anyway, look.
Not with those socks.
They're tight. They, oh, let me see. Huh? Oh, they're great. They got flowers on.
I got little flowers.
You went to San Francisco with flowers in your feet. So, you do a podcast, eh? What's that, a podcast? It's like the radio on a computer?
Exactly. I did it in Finland. I did it in Amsterdam. I did it in Wales. We were in Wales. And London, Paris.
Amsterdam?
Amsterdam.
Now, what's a man like you doing in the city of Amsterdam?
You know, the thing is about Amsterdam, there's so much to see and do, but why? There's dope. Why not just stay in a room?
Well, you do enjoy I seem to remember you enjoy the occasional herbal refreshment.
Oh, you know, only when I'm awake. If I'm up, then yeah. You know why? Because mornings are harsh. You get up in the morning, and like the sun is beating down, and then you'll hear a bird or some other vermin, and you're like, you know, I got to take the edge off this.
No, I understand, yeah. I used to live like that, but now I would just wake up and stay miserable all day. Nah, it's all right. I haven't seen, last time I saw you do a live show was in Chicago.
Oh, that's right.
Third show of the night in Zanies, downtown Zanies in Chicago.
Yeah.
You were pissed at that audience, man.
Yeah. Speaking of miserable all day,
Wow.
it's by the third show when you've told the 15th knucklehead to stop texting or something. Finally, I just start dictating when they're texting. I'm like, if you're texting, you should be live tweeting, and this is what you should tweet. Greg's sexual majesty was undeniable. He strode the stage like an enormous jungle cat, and my ovaries clanged like sleigh bells.
I think you'll have to put clanged without the vowels to make it all fit into 140.
We just retweet.
All right. But that's the thing. I thought it was great that night
Well, thank
because
you.
you were berating the audience. You were just like slamming them. They were like, it was fantastic. And all the comedians at the back were howling with laughter. These are my favorite shows.
Yeah.
The ones where the comedians at the back laughing at the comedian, yelling at the audience. That's my favorite.
That's what comedy's all about.
That's what the stand-up brotherhood of guys who hate everything, including themselves.
Well, who would want to get on stage and ask for the shallow love of the many every 15 to 30 seconds?
I think those of us who remember our mothers, right?
No, I slap them around, but they love it. And you know what? They deserve it, Tim.
Yeah, no, it's nice. It was kind of like, it's friendly, but, rough. Did you just smell your knuckles there when you were
I was tasting my thumb.
Oh, really?
I was eating some of the chocolate balls you had.
Oh, yeah. Anyway, we're out of time, but do you follow the soccer?
I do. I love the footy. I think Brazil's going to win the whole thing.
They better, or else things are going to get
I was
lively
going to
in
say,
Brazil. Yeah.
if you think there's riots now, wait till they lose.
Yeah. I think they'll do all right. There you are. Well, do you want these then?
Yeah, I'd love those. Thank you. I'd love to hold your...
That's right. Greg Proops, everyone.